going on, everybody? Welcome to the Elite Suite, and today we're going to be talking about player investments that you can make at the beginning of FIFA 18. If you guys recall, back in a video that I dropped about 2 weeks ago, we talked about how to trade from 1 to 100k very quickly at the beginning of FIFA 18. And once we got a little bit into that, I mentioned how you could invest in OP gold cards that would be used a lot at the beginning of the game, especially in like Weekend League or just to help you through the first couple of divisions. Well, the database is now on footwiz.com, so I'm going to be looking through that site, finding every single player that kind of catches my eye that I think would be brilliant for an investment. Now, I'm talking about the players with not the most spectacular stats. I'm not talking about Mane. I'm not talking about Lacazette. Obviously, those cards are going to be quite expensive, and they're still going to rise, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about the players that might be a little bit overlooked. Some players that will not be mainstream to invest in, that you guys can pick up and get some profit on, because that's what I did last year. Renato Sanchez wasn't that mainstream because he was so low rated at the beginning of the game. People kind of overlooked him. I invested in a few of him, and I was able to triple my coins through that. So we're going to do that this year. I'm going to give you hopefully a few players from each position on the field: striker, left wing, left back, every single position. I'll give a couple players, and then maybe you can actually put some of these players into a starter squad and use that for a few days as they rise in price. So let's just go ahead and get started without further ado. The first player is going to be Rashford, the striker. Now, Rashford's a big name, and Manchester United obviously have a lot of fans, so he's a little bit more of a mainstream card, but nonetheless, he's only 79 rated, which means that he's going to be in packs a ton. He's got good stats with 92 pace, 81 dribble, 76 shot, 70 passing, and 74 physical. It's one of the best 79 rated cards you're going to get, and I think since he's so low rated and he'll be in the packs a lot, he'll be a great investment to pick up when he's cheap. Then wait a couple days, maybe a week, before you sell him on. You could double or triple your coins on Rashford. The next card is going to be Mikel Antonio for West Ham, a striker who did get a little bit of a pace downgrade going into FIFA 18, but nonetheless, his card still looks great for a striker that's only 80 rated, with 85 pace, 80 dribble, 74 shot, 70 passing, and 82 physical. Really good card. I don't know what the skill moves or weak foot are yet, but I'll assume that it's probably around 3-star. I can't imagine they give him such great stats and then also give him good weak foot and skill moves. But that's going to be your next striker, so let's go ahead and move on to left wing. The first left winger has kind of left the limelight. Now, when he went from PSV to Manchester United, he was huge. Everybody was looking at this card. But now he's at Olympique Lyon, which is in the French league, and not too many people have their eyes on him anymore. He's probably still going to have 4-star skills because he's borderline 5-star skiller, and then he's probably also going to have 3 or 4-star weak foot. On top of the stats with 89 pace, 83 dribbling, 77 shot, and 77 physical, it's going to be a great card. If you can link him up with a couple of the other French league players, or you could link him up with Dutch players, which we do have a couple more Dutch players in this list of players. So Depay is going to be our first left winger, and then we're going to move on to Intep, who's going to be our second left winger. Intep has a pretty average card. Now, he did get downgraded through FIFA 17 to FIFA 18, but his card still looks pretty good. He's got 79 overall with 89 pace, 82 dribble, 74 shot, 72 physical. So other than that pace aspect, he's pretty average, but considering he does play for Wolfsburg, which means he's going to get a hyperlink to Gila Vogie, a strong link to all the other Wolfsburg players, and a weak link at least to the rest of the Bundesliga, and then he's also French, which means he can definitely work for hybrids, which I think a lot of people are going to try to use at the beginning of the game, and since French is such a prominent country, especially in FIFA and just world football in general, I think that's a great card to pick up. He'll definitely fly under the radar, which is kind of what I'm going for this video, so I think he's going to be a very good investment. I'll probably pick up a few of him. I think he'll be one of the cheaper cards in this list as well. I'm trying to project every single player in this list to be at least under 7k, most of them under 4k. He'll probably be one of the cheaper ones, given the fact that I just don't think too many people are going to think about this card at all at the beginning of FIFA. Now let's move over to the right wing now, where we have Inaki Williams with 93 pace. Now he is only 81 rated, and in the grand scheme of things, that's not too high rated, but 93 pace is very fast, which means he's in the top 20 fastest players in the game, which was released by EA, which means that a lot of people have eyes on him. When a lot of people have eyes on him, a lot of people know how OP he is, and he's going to be a little bit more expensive because of that. But nonetheless, he might be more expensive than the others. He'll still go up in price a ton once the players start to generate coins. So let's just assume that he'll be around 9K come the game's release, and when he hits that peak at the very bottom of his price, around 9K, he'll without a doubt go up to at least 18K, if not make his way all the way up to 30,000 coins, because that card is just absolutely beastly. And on top of the fact that he probably has 4-star skill moves and possibly 4-star weak foot as well, making it one of the best 81 rated cards in the game, he's going to go up in price. Now, he might not be one of the cheaper investments in terms of this video, but he will still be one of the best investments. Next up, we've got Coman, and you might be wondering why he has left wing. It was a typo. He is a right wing in FIFA 18, and he's got 92 pace, 82 dribble, 75 shot, 72 passing, but only 58 physical. Now, he probably will have 5-star skills, and I know they released the 5-star skillers, but I'm not going to look it up right now. I think he has 5-star skills. If not, he has at least 4-star, which means that he's a pretty good card. But he did get a downgrade going into FIFA 18, which means that probably not as many people are going to be looking at him. That means that he's going to be cheaper, he's going to be more attainable, and especially being under 80 rated, he's going to be in packs a lot. So the supply is going to be there. I think he's going to fly at least a little bit under the radar. I know he's a pretty popular player, especially when it comes to FIFA, due to that pace, but he will be a good investment, and he will definitely rise, similar to what I said with Inaki Williams. We're going to move into the midfield now, where I only have 3 players for you guys. They're basically box-to-box midfielders. I didn't really include any center attacking mids or center defensive mids, just plain old center mids in this video. But we're going to start with Cyprien, who is in the French league, and he is French, which means that he's going to link with Coman, he'll link with Intep, and he'll also link with Depay, who we've mentioned already in this video. So this guy is kind of somebody who you can link with if you're trying to build a starter squad with players in this video. But he's got 79 pace, 80 dribble, 75 shot, 73 defense, 77 passing, and 81 physical. Given the fact that he's only 78 rated and he has all stats 73 and above, it's a pretty good all-around card. And he's going to be very cheap at the beginning of the game. Will he probably triple in price? I doubt it. Maybe double, though. He definitely will go up, however, which was why I put him in this video, especially because he links with those other players. Now, I said that I have 3 players, but I'm going to limit it to 2 at center mid because I'm kind of second-guessing myself on the other center mid. But Goretzka, however, is 82 rated, which means that he's the highest rated player in this video. But he's got 84 pace, 80 dribble, and then the rest of the stats 73 and above. That card is ridiculously good, whether you want to play him at CDM, center mid, or center attacking mid. He also links with the Bundesliga players that we've mentioned in this video already. I think this card is great. I definitely want to use him in my squad, and that's why I think he's definitely going to skyrocket once people start to get some coins. Now we're on the defense, which is probably my favorite part of this video. So many good cards that I found on the defensive end. And the first one is going to be Jordan Lukaku, who was a beast silver in previous FIFAs, finally getting up to a gold card here in the Cauchois. He's got 89 pace with 81 physical. Now the other stats are average at best, but given the fact that he is only 77 rated, which means he's going to be in so many packs, one of the lowest rated cards that we've had in this video, and also having good stats like 89 pace, 81 physical, and when you have those 2 stats, you don't need the most defense to actually body off most of the attackers, so 72 defense will probably get the job done, on top of the fact that 76 dribbling is actually pretty good for a fullback. You're not going to be shooting the ball much, and passing is kind of important, but 68 passing will get the job done, especially with what we've seen so far in the demo. It's pretty automated and passing isn't too hard. So Lukaku, I think, will be a great left back if you can find some links. Probably the best left back in the Cauchois other than Alexandro. Back to the Premier League, which I think will be the go-to league for most players. Masuaku, 75 rated, making him the lowest rated you can possibly be as a player to still be gold. And he's still got 86 pace, 77 dribbling, 70 defense, and 74 physical. That's pretty good for an 80 or a 75 rated left back. And he's French. He's also in the Premier League, as I mentioned. And since EA Sports have kind of a deal with the Premier League, and so many people were using Premier League cards in FIFA 17, they seem to be the most OP of all the players. People are going to be going to the Premier League without a doubt at the beginning of FIFA 18. And since Masuaku is one of the only good left backs in the Prem other than maybe Van Aanholt and Luke Shaw, he's going to be having some demand on him, which means that he's going to be very cheap when the influx of packs are being opened at the beginning of the game, and then he'll rise as we get closer to the first weekend league. Next up, we've got Juan Jesus, only 77 rated, but still has 79 pace, 77 defense, and 83 physical. He's Brazilian and plays for Roma. This is one of the best center back cards I've seen yet, and he's only 77 rated. They've They've given him the same pace that they've given Rafael Varane. If you haven't heard, he's freaking rapid. And so I am just wondering how Juan Jesus got such a great card, but I'm not complaining. I'm going to be picking up a ton of these cards at the beginning of FIFA 18. Now for possibly one of the more expensive players in this video, but just because it's expensive does not mean it's not a great investment. 82 rated overall Rudiger with 74 pace, 82 defense, and 79 physical. Now, on paper, that's not even as good as the Juan Jesus card that we just looked at, but on top of that, he's German, and he plays for Chelsea in the Premier League, so he's really got everything going for him, and he could be a card that continues to rise over the first few weeks, not just the first week into the first weekend league. He could rise continuously. We saw that with some players last year, and I think this might be one of the players. Very similar to how we saw Smalling last year, or Bailly. Rudiger could be that guy this year. On to the final position of the video, because I'm not going to do goalkeeper. We don't know what's going to be OP and not. We might see a Butland appear again this year, but we won't know until the actual game is out. So for now, we're going to end with right backs, where we have Nelson Semedo, 78 overall, transfer to FC Barcelona. Now, I'll tell you several reasons why I think this is a brilliant investment. Firstly, is because he is a new transfer to Barcelona, which means that he could get an OTW card. And if he gets an OTW card, he'll go out of packs, but he's still got a lot of demand, which means that he's really gonna go up in price if you can get him in the first few days of the game. On top of it, his card looks great. 92 pace, 80 dribble, 76 defense, and 71 physical. On top of the pack, that Portugal does have some links, but Barcelona, that's a great card. You don't want to be buying Carvajal, who's very high rated this early into the game, or at least that's what most people are thinking. So Nelson Semedo is going to be their go-to, which is how you're going to make a ton of profit with this card. Might as well throw in another Portuguese right back with 92 pace from La Liga to finish off this video. We've got João Cancelo, and he doesn't have the perk that Semedo does of the possibility of having an OTW, but he does still have pretty good stats with 92 pace, 79 dribble, 73 defense, and 71 physical with 75 passing. It's going to be one of those cheaper investments. It won't skyrocket. You're not going to see tripling in prices with Cancelo most likely, but he will go up in price nonetheless. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to slap a like on the video. Let's go for 701 likes on this video. Now, if you guys can hit that, I'll definitely upload another video. And if you don't hit it, well, you're just taking that risk. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm your #1 source for trading tips, investment guides, squad building challenge solutions, and other FIFA 18 content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out!